Okay, so Nick is telling my mom what the gift is. But for those who can see, I'll do this camera. It says, if you were the soup of the day, what would you be? On the other side, it's a cherry, a pineapple, and a pomegranate because apparently Dan's a pomegranate. Dan, I didn't know this. You'll have to tell me your reasoning at some point. But it's a black mug, and when you put hot water in it, it becomes white. So probably while we're recording, it will go back to being a black mug, but super cool. So thank you. Well, hello. Thank you.
So I need to just tell the story quickly. Did I already tell it on camera?
No, I don't think so.
So I designed this
Well,
mug.
maybe you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell it again.
You-
Listen to me for a second. No, I designed this mug. See, I promise it's not water.
No, I
Doesn't
know.
it look like water?
Yeah.
I designed the mug. Was expecting it to come white. I didn't realize it was a color changing mug. Got it.
That's so funny. You
And
didn't know.
I was about
It
to
was a
rip them a
color.
new one. Well, they said like it did say like magic something, and I was like, okay, it just looks black to me, but whatever. And then I was like, oh, it's because I used a PNG. They printed on a black mug. I'm stupid. And I was so mad. I was like, this is gonna be even later. And now here it is.
I want to see it turn back to being black.
Can we put it on the camera? Put it on that one. Put it on the side. Gift sponsored by Point of Dew. And you can buy yours in the Point of Dew store. No, you can't. Let's do our check-ins.
See how we're doing.
How are you doing?
Old after 50 episodes.
Yeah,
we're
I have a question.
tired. We're haggard.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we move over a little bit? Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. H. All right, perfect. Yeah, how are you?
Doing well. That was really nice surprise. It looks red now. I don't know.
I love how it's like blocking us a little bit.
Well, we can still see it.
Yes, no, that is funny. Yeah, it is turning.
Funny.
Yeah, because it's an off-white. The color that I made it was an off-white.
Yeah.
Intentionally, because I thought that's a nice soup of the day color. Justin likes the soup of the day, by the way. He asks about the soup of the day.
I've said that in the podcast, and my favorite food is soup.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's one of these questions.
It's not.
We should also say what we're doing, even though, like, if people haven't listened to this is their first episode, they haven't listened to.
I mean,
what we're doing. But
we did say what we were doing, but we can do it again. I'm happy to.
Questions?
Happy to say it again. Yeah.
Oh. We listen to each other. We're learning.
Yes.
How
am I
doing?
We're about to answer.
I'm good. I mean, I had a day today. It was kind of like but like, I'm doing better now. Like, this is fun. Like, I'm an extrovert. I didn't really get to be social all day. So this is like my social. Well, they know, broken foot.
Now they've seen it.
Now that wait, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Because we've been on Zoom. But yeah, I don't know. Today was a day, but happy you're here.
Do you have a cool check-in? Thanks. I'm happy I'm here too.
Not really. Didn't really have a cool check-in. I mean,
his parents fed me noodles.
Yeah.
They were great. I love
Trader Joe's Chinese food is pretty great.
Was it?
It was
wow.
Trader Joe's.
Wow. Good on him.
No, it's good that it's still called Trader Joe's because it used to be like Trader Chen's. Like for
really?
For all of Trader Joe's like ethnic food, they used to have like a different name. For like Trader Jose was like Mexican food.
H.
So
that gets a big sign language H.
Yeah. So now I think it's Trader Joe's Asian cuisine, not like
love. We love progress.
Whatever. Yeah.
We love progress.
I guess. No, that was interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Do you ever see those memes where it's like a grid, like a 3x3 grid, and it's like chaotic neutral or chaotic like good chaotic neutral, chaotic evil, or like whatever. I feel like I feel chaotically neutral.
I was gonna say I feel like I'm always chaotically neutral.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, I think it's a thing, but I also think it's a bad thing for me because like I would rather be chaotic good, wouldn't you?
I'd rather be like order like good, bad, or neutral, but like calm.
So like
can you be bad calm? I don't know.
I said the Buddha. We know somebody that says the Buddha. I think it's Buddha. I say Buddha.
The Buddha.
But we know someone that says Buddha.
The Buddha.
This person is talking about.
This person.
Yeah, so I mean, I trust him more than I trust myself.
Well, I trust him about Buddhism, but I'm pretty sure it's. I don't know. I'm also not saying I'm right, but like I feel like it's Buddha, not Buddha.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm good to
Especially
answer
since
his
like my
question from
yeah,
five
that's
minutes
good.
ago.
I also will also do my dad's parents, my grandparents on my dad's side. Whenever like we farted as babies, they'd be oh he Buddha. So like
Oh, so you don't
I
want to
don't want it to
associate?
be Buddha because
Yeah,
then it's like.
yeah, yeah.
And let me just also be clear that my dad is Chinese, but he's not Buddhist, and my that side of my family is not Buddhist. How are you doing?
I'm good.
You're
I
good.
had a good day. I'm like in that. I told my friend Milo. I am in this like period of just euphoria where nothing really matters because I do see Lady Gaga on Friday. By the time this comes out, I will have already seen her, and you'll know all about the show by then. I'll know all about
I
the show
already
by
know
then.
about the show.
He already
I
knows
know
about the
more
show.
about Lady Gaga at this current moment when we're filming than or recording, but we're also filming than Nick does.
Social media, I'm coming for you. I'm about to be back after
With
my
a vengeance.
my
That we
hiatus.
have to do.
Yes. Yes.
I apologize for the last few weeks of marketing
I'm
for the
gonna
show.
it's gonna be so good. But yeah, no, I'm very happy. I have my plan. I'm getting there at 7 a.m. and I am going to be in the center stage of the A stage. That is where I plan on standing. Um, and that'll have already happened when this comes out, so I won't feel nervous about giving my precise location and time.
Since we last started recorded an episode 2, we kind of collectively started a show
We did.
together, you and I.
Oh, Big Brother. I thought you meant like we started another show.
So yeah,
Yeah.
point of view, point two.
He's watching,
Two.
yeah, yeah. He's watching Big Brother with me. I figured, and if anybody else listens to Big Brother, let me know if you think we have our first interruption from this house. A second interruption. Jazzy was the first one. Mr. Dude dancing in the window. That was incredible. I loved that.
Did you though?
I loved
I
that.
wasn't a huge fan of that.
I loved it because it wasn't my mom doing it. You know, it was someone other than my mom
That was
interrupting.
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was great.
Too bad we don't have a camera on him.
I don't think he would have appreciated that, but I want to shake his hand. Um, I
We're watching Big Brother.
We're watching Big Brother. If any Big Brother fans out there, we are watching episode or season 8, which I thought was a good start because if we continue doing this after 8 chronologically 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 are very like obviously when this is a long
We're gonna skip 9.
Yes, 9 is horrible. It was a winter season. It was because there was a writer's strike. It wasn't good.
They did it in the winter because of the writer's strike?
Yes.
Yeah, interesting.
I forget the reasons why, but the winner went to jail. That's all you need to know.
Oh.
For, like drugs and stuff, like using the money to like do illegal
Oh.
types of drugs.
I was like, oh,
Like
it wasn't doing drugs in the house.
No, no.
Oh,
But yeah.
yeah.
So I'm
That's
good
been
and
fun.
yeah, and I went to yeah, and I went
There's
to
some characters in there that like
yeah, Jen Johnson,
you hate.
icon,
I didn't know
icon.
her last name, but
Love her. I love because
genius.
a genius, if you will. I love her just because she's so iconic, even though like she's very surface level. And this is also like she was like in her 20s. She might be like 40 now.
Yeah, because that was filmed.
That was filmed in 2007, so who knows? She was a nanny at the
I don't
time.
do recreational math. How
Yeah.
many years was that?
Yeah. I also went to Comic-Con with
You did go to Comic Con
with my friend
You
Nick.
met Ewan McGregor, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi,
I did.
and other characters I'm sure he's played in his career. But
Yeah.
really, that's
The only one that matters. I did see him. It was great. I'm very thankful to my friend Nick, who invited me because I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. But
episode.
Nick's episode was episode 13.
Okay.
Go listen to it. We talked about. We ranked our favorite Pixar movies. It was great. But yeah, no, I was very pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed it. There was a lot of things for people who aren't necessarily into comics. I looked at the Animal Crossing and Mario bins a lot. And I had myself a time. There was also I found a signed picture of Lady Gaga for $199. It was the most expensive celebrity signature there, beating out Beyonce, who was $129.
Do you like
Yes.
have any nerddom? Like obviously you have a
Animal
fandom
Crossing.
for Lady Gaga, but
Animal Crossing. Yeah.
okay. So that's when I'm just curious because like I love all of that stuff.
You would have liked it.
Like, well, not all of it, but I like big Marvel, Walking Dead, like DC comics. I guess just superhero stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there are other things too I can't think of. Not really Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter a little bit, but not enough to like cosplay as them. I wouldn't cosplay necessarily as a
I
Marvel
didn't
character
I didn't
either. Maybe
cosplay as
from
anyone.
you didn't
Well,
cosplay
I
anyone.
got him that was the other thing. I bought him a magnet, and I bought my other friend a magnet, 4 actually, that were very specific to um her pets. And I left them at Uno in the Braintree Plaza, or
And now they're in the
in
trash,
yeah, I think they were in the
right?
trash. Also, that Uno's not in the Braintree Plaza; it's outside of it. So if anybody finds them, send them to me. I think we should just jump right into our
We should jump
questions.
right in. So for those, I mean, we might have already explained it
We
because
did
we don't really listen very well, I guess. But we asked you for the last month and a half, maybe.
a
We
little bit
asked
more. I
you
feel like.
to send in questions, listeners. What do you want to know? There is no limit to what you said. I don't know. You put these on flashcards. Are there any things that are like we shouldn't say for our own like reputation?
Yeah,
Or
but I'm gonna say them.
okay, we
Um,
just try and answer.
yeah,
We have to react. I
yeah.
think that's better. But
He
yeah,
hasn't
so
read half of
I
these.
haven't read it, any of
More,
these.
more than
I haven't read any of these. I've read
the
the
one.
first one on my pile, and I also submitted some. Did you end up submitting any?
I put 2 in. Like I didn't officially submit them to the link, but I put 2 in at the beginning of this. And some of them are from the app platform that we used. We realized later that they were sending them to us, but the vast majority are from our listeners. So I'm very
Yes.
excited.
And you submitted these anonymously,
Yes,
and
we
okay,
were able to tell which ones were anonymous. It told us which ones were
yes,
from the app and which ones were from our listeners. So we're very
submitted
excited to get
these
them.
anonymously, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was a little bit disappointed that no one sent in any voice ones on the voice chat messages onto Anchor because you could have been included in this episode, but I
But
guess
you're
it's
not.
just the two of us.
Yeah,
So
it's just a just. Oh,
just
hold on, that was
the
not
two
the
of
right.
us. We
Just
can
the
make
two
it if we
of
try.
us.
Okay,
We can make it if we try. Oh, I don't know who sings that.
what's
Is
your
that Lionel
what's your
Richie?
no? I
Okay.
don't know who it is though.
What's my what?
What's your like voice register? Like
Bad.
like not bad. like
Yeah.
soprano, alto,
Oh, I don't know.
tenor,
I can.
baritone,
I've been told I can do a good
bass.
falsetto,
I don't know what mine is
but
either.
I don't think that's a thing.
I feel like I could do the bass, but I feel like I'm definitely not tenor.
George, if you're listening, you missed
What are
two
we? I think I'm
opportunities.
baritone or bass, but
No,
not
I
as
was gonna
bass
say.
as
I was
maybe
gonna.
baritone. I think I'm baritone.
I wasn't even gonna ask him. I was just gonna say you missed 2 opportunities. Count them 2 for music interns right here. 1, 2.
Well, I definitely couldn't be music
I
intern
couldn't either.
because the fact that you had to audition for that immediately was like
The fact that it wasn't pop music immediately no.
no.
Let's get to these questions.
Starting off strong. Why are you so hot?
They're talking to you, my guy.
Me?
Yeah,
Why
I
is
don't
it
know.
me?
I don't know. I just feel like because every time I'm like,
You have to give
like
an
I'm
answer.
going with my friend Justin somewhere. They're like, "Oh, the attractive one." I'm like,
The attractive
"Yeah,
one. All right.
yeah."
I'm always surprised by that. I don't know. I haven't. I thank you first off, and I haven't always looked this way. And good genetics. I don't know.
We love.
I think too. Like this might be controversial to say, but like the fact that I'm biracial, I think, adds to the uniqueness of my look, and also that's why I'm a pineapple.
He's unique
But I
looking.
think that adds it too. I didn't want to. I was gonna say this might get cut out, but I was gonna say the mixing of races.
I love the deep answers that you were giving already. I
think
was gonna
so.
say I've been going to the gym, like I feel like my
I haven't.
jawline's a little bit
Especially with my foot, I have.
little bit nicer than it was. I've gotten a few
I think
compliments,
I think I have a good
You do.
jawline too.
You
I don't know.
do.
Good
Yours is still
genetics.
better than mine,
It's
but
the way God made me. I don't
yeah.
know. I'm a God fearing human being. But
I always wondered about that
a God fearing.
God fearing. I hate that term.
I think you're supposed to like a healthy fear of God is supposed to be part of. I don't know. That sounds about right for.
I only have unhealthy fears. All right, moving.
You have to answer. Why are you so?
Oh, why am I so hot? I said because I've been going to the gym and like my jawline's getting like a little bit sharper. We love.
I think it's because you're wearing long sleeves.
Ah ha 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 ha. All right. What's your? We're going right from being hot to what's your biggest insecurity? Ooh,
You have to go because
I have to go. Yeah. My biggest insecurity is that I'm like a fraud or not good enough. Like there's like imposter syndrome there. I'd say that like this podcast isn't good enough, or that's just an example, or like, I'm not
You're
good
not
at my
stating fact.
job. I'm not good at my job, or like I'm not. It cuts 20 minutes later. I'm not this. I'm like really no. So I would just say that. Like I always feel like I'm faking it, but I think that's what a lot of people think. That I guess that's not like my. Yeah, I guess that's my biggest
Insecurity.
insecurity that I can think of right now, at least.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
wouldn't
think
want to like sing in front of people. That's like just terrifying.
that's like an anxiety or a
Yeah.
fear, though, not necessarily.
Although I do sing wherever I am. Like you will
Yeah.
catch.
Well, like on stage with a spotlight on you, you
I
wouldn't.
used
Yeah.
to. I used to when I was like a
Britney
little
Spears.
kid. Britney Spears, Shania Twain, NSYNC.
Yeah.
Still waiting on the day that my family will allow Lady Gaga. No, I'm kidding. I won't do that anymore.
The mug is now back to
Back to Black.
back to black.
That's an Amy Winehouse album. What's your biggest insecurity?
I think similarly, like I get imposter syndrome a lot. I mean, especially since I'm applying to grad schools right now, I'm kind of feeling that imposter syndrome. I think the other thing is, I mean, I've said this all the time, but like I'm very sensitive to criticism.
Me too.
But I don't know if that would be an insecurity. I sometimes get like body dysmorphia
Mm.
sometimes, so that can be an insecurity depending on like the how I'm feeling. Like that, I'm not feeling that in this moment, but I can and I have in the past.
Surprise! This is the trauma episode.
This it took us 50 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. I think I mean, just it goes along with again perfectionism,
Yeah.
and so just wanting to be the best that I can be in that. If I'm not, then what that means, and
Right.
I don't know. I think too, as an extrovert, my biggest insecurity is that I could do something that I could like lose friends and that like might affect me more than like might affect people who don't yeah that might not affect like other people who might be like introverted. I don't know. It's just like I like talking to people and when I don't have someone to like talk to, you go down the rabbit hole, you know?
Yes, for sure.
So
Um, yeah. Thank you.
next question. What is your inspiration in life?
I didn't write these.
Well, you did.
Well, I hand wrote them, but I didn't submit these.
What is your inspiration?
I guess yeah, in life, because life encompasses everything else.
Right. I feel like different people in my life inspire me in different ways. Like, for instance, Dan, the way he lives life, sometimes like I just spent the last question or last answer to the last question saying how I'm insecure about like this and I'm a perfectionist and blah blah and I want to make sure everything's done properly. But Dan, he has good work ethic, but he doesn't get bogged down in the details. Like he'll get what needs to be done, and but he has a way about him that he'll just it is what it is. Life is how it is. Like don't let it hit you too hard. Like and I like that. So I inspire to be. I'm inspired by him to live life a little more burden free, I guess, or just not care too much about everything.
You have to carry a large jug of water if that's the case.
Is
That's
that how
what
you be
happened.
Dan? I think
Yeah.
I have to grow my hair out too. I think I
Yeah.
got a haircut
You
recently.
did get a haircut. I remember when I thought it was a bun for the longest time.
Yes. I think I've said this before. I am inspired by not necessarily career wise, like to go down that path, but by my brain surgeon to save my life. Like that's a good one. I'm inspired by family members. Um, I'm inspired by people I've met along the way in terms of how they live out their faith and put into practice a faith that does justice. That's really important. I've learned that from many people in my life. Um, yeah, so I guess those are my inspirations.
No,
I don't know if that was efficiently answered.
no, that was a very efficiently answered. I was gonna say
Sufficiently answered.
inspirations. I think of this question as different from who is your hero. So inspirations, I'm gonna say obviously Lady Gaga, I think, but specifically, I think her passion that she does things with and the amount of self she puts into everything she does is like quite literally unmatched. Like even with the like amount she put into the role of Patrizia Reggiani in
Mhm.
House of Gucci, like she literally
When we were just scrolling back I remember I asked you, is this a wine or a cocktail movie?
Yes, I do remember that. That was for your dad's birthday. We're coming full circle.
Yes, we did.
For your dad's birthday, which
We
we
did.
wished him a happy birthday.
That is true.
Um,
Did that movie come out in November?
yes, it did.
Oh, wow.
But I just
What
think
did you
that
say?
well,
Cocktail. I think you had cocktail.
yeah, I did.
I think I had cocktail.
No, but just like the
Sorry.
no, I think I said wine. I think I did
Did
say
you?
wine. Yeah,
Oh,
because it's an Italian.
I don't know what
movie.
I had. I forgot. Might have had a beer.
But I just yeah, you did because I remember you being like too late. It was
I had a
something,
beer.
yeah,
I had a
something.
beer. I don't
But
know. Should we
no,
just go
like
back again?
yeah, no. I just think like that like even like she's not the only person to do method acting, obviously, but she like had a therapist with her at all times at the end of the movie, and like not that that's a healthy thing to do. I'm not saying that it is, but she just like real. I'm genuinely worried about her when she plays Harley Quinn in this specific Joker movie. Like I'm not even kidding. Um, but
I
yeah,
don't know about that, but I am excited because I think she'll do a really good
she's gonna do
job
an
for
awesome
that role.
Joker. Yeah,
We don't even know if she's Harley yet.
yeah, we do. I mean, she's
We
the
know she's in
poster.
it, but they don't.
But
We
we know
don't
the
know if she's
poster.
Harley. They
The
haven't confirmed that.
They haven't, but the poster is her silhouette and his silhouette, and they're dancing, and it's called Folie à Deux, which is
But
French.
it could be a different character. We don't know.
It could, but I don't know. Maybe I see.
We
This could be a
genuinely
time.
don't know who
This
she's
could
playing.
be a time that I'm wrong about Lady Gaga because I'm not on social media and I don't want to know things about her right now.
I mean,
because I'm trying to avoid spoilers.
people are assuming. I'm just saying, like, I'm also assuming that she's gonna play Harley Quinn,
right.
but no one's confirmed from like the production team that she's playing Harley.
I can't fact check him there because
You're not on social
I'm
media.
not on social media. Okay. When will you contact Simon Cowell about stealing your fruit bit? So should I answer this first because I read the question?
Sure, you're gonna give more context.
Yeah. So I don't think we real. I'll give a brief.
We talked it small.
We did. So apparently on America's Got Talent, Simon Cowell has been asking contestants if you were a fruit, what fruit would you be?
In one episode, he did.
And I don't know about you, but how many episodes have we had? Guess like 24 by now. 24 episodes. One episode, he needs to go somewhere else. But to answer this question, well, yeah, but we haven't had guests every time. But when we contact Simon Cowell about stealing your fruit bit, here's the thing. They have money. A lot more than we do at America's Got Talent. So I feel like if we contact them about stealing our fruit pit, we would have to have some legal team behind us. And if we go to court over this, I feel like our fruit bit will quickly become their fruit bit. So that's my answer there.
I don't think we should reach out. This is, I guess, my answer. I don't think we should reach out like accusatory. I think we should reach out and be like, hey, we've been doing a podcast since July of 2021, and this is something that like you shared on the show. Like, interested in a collab, lol, and just be like super lighthearted, joking, and see what they say.
I think they're gonna say no or not respond. That's
They
my
might,
guess.
they
But
might not respond,
I think
we
we should
should
do
try
it.
it.
I think we should do it
I'm gonna
anyways.
take
just
a
for the joke.
ice drops breath strip.
Yeah, I just put one in my
Oh.
mouth. Justin's gonna take this next one.
What is your favorite place in Baltimore?
I never sent this in.
Well, Loyola, obviously, but like
Okay.
neighborhood or like
Again, I didn't ask this question. I know who did though.
there's so many cute little places. I think Fells Point is definitely my favorite neighborhood.
Okay.
Favorite like attraction or something though? I don't know. Or like or like bar or
Bar Louie.
restaurant. I don't know.
Getting
Like,
the
I'm a
first
big
thing I can think of.
breakfast. Is Bar Louie in Baltimore?
Probably not.
Oh. I'm a big breakfast fan, and Baltimore's many different, like many great breakfast places. Although a place that I go very often for breakfast is Paper Moon Diner, and it's very like quirky type of place. Have you been there?
Maybe. I've heard of it.
There's like things all over the wall, like toys and trinkets all over the wall.
So maybe I haven't.
Maybe not. Okay, but I think Paper Moon Diner's cute. I like Fells Point as a neighborhood. I like Loyola as a school. Yeah, I also like Belvedere Square, which is like a cute place in the Senator Theater.
Is there a place you didn't name?
Shut up.
I just had to get that in because you were like,
is there an impression you can't do?
You can do? Yeah, I just had to get that in there. My favorite place in Baltimore is the Towson Mall. I'm aware, yes, it is
Not even
not
in
in
Baltimore.
Baltimore. That is, well, there is a joke between myself and the person who submitted this question where I always just say my favorite place in Baltimore is the Towson Mall and the Towson Movie Theater because that's where I had some of the best memories in college. I've talked about it before. But it's really a joke about everywhere in Massachusetts is Boston. If you're from Boston and talking to
Unless
people
you're in
that aren't
Western Mass,
Boston.
then you say Western Mass.
Right. Then you say bumfuck. I I will have
The
to get
Berkshires,
the
the censor bar.
censor bar for that too. But my real answer, I really like the Inner Harbor. I think it's really pretty,
Mm,
and I had a lot of fun nights. This is gonna tell you how much of a crazy person I was
in
in
the Inner
college.
Harbor.
In
Horse
Barnes
trap.
and Noble.
Oh, it's not even there anymore.
I know, which is really sad. Really, really sad because it was a great place that I've had fun with a lot of people. That
I
sounded so dirty. I just really like that
ah,
store.
I think I've gone there with a group of people, with you there as well in
Yeah,
that group.
yeah, you definitely have. So that's my answer.
Yeah,
Next question. Who is your hero?
I've definitely answered this, and I said it with the surgeon one, but
Yeah.
the surgeon because he actually saved my life.
Hmm. Yeah, good one.
Am I supposed to say Jesus? I don't know what the is that the correct.
No,
Is there a correct answer?
no. I would say, well, obviously Lady Gaga is like my like superhero,
She's your
like,
inspiration.
well, yes, but I would also say my parents just because
Oh, that's
I
racist.
look to, well, no, honestly, and like I look to them a lot of times as like, what should I do, and like for advice, and if they think I'm doing the right thing, I can't be doing the wrong thing, usually is my like, and I know that's maybe not the best way to think of it, and I don't actually think that way, but like, you know, when you go to your parents for advice,
Yeah,
you're usually gonna value what they say.
yeah,
Or I usually do at least. Whether I take it or not, I still value it. And
yeah,
if I don't take it, I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing a lot of the
yeah.
time,
I
which
love
is
that.
could
That's
be
good.
unhealthy. But yeah,
Who's the hottest boss you've ever had?
can I say something about this real quick?
Yeah.
I told you.
Who's
Well, that yeah.
who the hell submitted this
So
question?
right. So it was me. No, it wasn't me. The app that we used, as I said before, submitted some, and I was going
The
through
app
today.
itself did.
Yes, like it gives you some like interesting ones. That was not one of them, which means somebody, one of you who listens out there, submitted that, and I don't know how to answer it.
Um,
It's like, how do you answer that question appropriately?
I mean, if it's a former boss, it doesn't matter. But I don't.
I know, but
I
what if they
don't
hear
have.
this?
I don't have. You can just give initials, but I don't have really
Yeah,
anyone in mind. That's
I
really.
I have one, but I never really thought this way at the time. But like, I guess it's a weird question.
Yeah, I don't.
It's so specific.
Trying to think of bosses. Like I don't.
Was
Like I'm
someone
not gonna
thinking of
say.
a hot boss
I'm
when
not
they
gonna
got
say like the mom of the family I babysat for. You know, like that.
right?
Like,
That's.
like that's.
I think it's funny that it's the mom.
I don't know. I don't really have an answer, and that's pathetic. But like,
No,
I guess
it's fine. I'm gonna default to my boss that I had in high school. Um, when I was teaching karate, I had a bunch of them throughout the 6 years.
okay,
So we'll go with one of them because there's one, but I'm not gonna answer who it is.
okay.
Um, is
I
it my
guess that
turn to ask
works.
a
Yeah,
question?
because
Isn't that like I was like
I
who
don't
submitted
have
this?
what a. It's not even just like who's the hottest person. It's
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's very specific.
boss.
We want to know who you are. If you sent that in, we're not judging you. There are worse ones in here. But
There are.
yeah,
Oh God. All
yeah.
right.
Just let us
I
know.
hope they're
We
in your
won't share
deck,
it.
so
We
you don't
won't
have to
share it.
answer them.
Yeah. Here it is. That's hysterical. I shuffled these. Who are you trying to get with? This is as bad as it gets, and there aren't many
Okay.
more.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Do I answer first?
Yeah, because it's from your deck.
Okay. Well, given that we're both, somewhat famous now, with this
A
podcast,
celebrity.
I'll pick a celebrity, right? DS would be the initials. I'll tell you after. And then in person,
I know one celebrity with DS, and I don't think that's the person that you're thinking of.
yeah, it's probably not.
It's definitely
If you're thinking what I'm thinking, then no. I don't want to say the person.
Can you give their initials?
No.
Come on.
I'll give the first initial. Is this
Tell
C? And there's
Okay.
more
This
than
is the
one
person in
person
your
in the
life.
city. Yeah.
Okay. That's the first initial of their first name.
Yes.
Okay.
Who are you gonna say?
Wow, so
This
much
is hard for
gossip.
you to say.
So much gossip. I
No,
have
I
no
know.
idea.
This is hard for you. I don't even feel like
Do I
I'm
know
sorry.
them?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
No, I've told you about them.
Oh. Okay.
I meant it's gonna be hard for you to answer.
Oh, my girlfriend.
That's what I was gonna say. Like you
That's.
have to.
I'm not gonna say who it is, but
Yeah,
they can. The listeners can figure that
he's
out.
listening.
But my
Yeah,
girlfriend.
yeah. He'll see
I'm
your
not gonna
answer.
say someone else.
No, I know. I was gonna say you have one answer that you have to say. I
Yeah.
didn't know if you wanted to say that you weren't single right now in the podcast. That's why I was like, this is gonna be a hard one for
That's
him. Also submitted by a listener. Oh no, no, no! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
my turn.
That was one of
Oh,
that was
that's
the first question we got, and it was not. I learned today that it was not a listener.
who was it?
The app.
The app thing?
Yep.
Who are you trying to get with?
Yes. Right.
That's weird.
To write it that way too.
Our
Like
strangest question
yeah,
just from automatically generated.
yeah, yeah.
All right. What's your go-to Dunkin' order? I've revealed mine on the
I have
podcast
two.
before, but it's a sesame bagel with a bacon, egg, and cheese on a sesame bagel, hash browns, and the drink is different every time, but it's either an apple juice or a iced matcha latte. It's either one of those two, or maybe a colada or an iced tea.
You tried my order the other day, and you
I
didn't.
did. I didn't love it. I liked the mixture of the coladas. I could have done without the coconut.
Which was so weird because I
Like
felt
the
like I
coconut.
didn't get no, I felt remember I felt like I
Oh,
didn't
you
get a
don't
lot
like
of
the
coconut. I got a
coconut.
lot of blue raspberry. So my order, I get a large vanilla bean colada with a little bit of blue raspberry and like the syrup, and then 3 shots of coconut. And it comes out a little different each time. I've had a lot of people say that it tastes like cotton candy that have tried it, but it's a conversation. I've said this on the podcast before. It is a conversation starter because when they make they make it in a big thing, so there's more than just a large amount there. So then the what do you call them, baristas at Dunkin' Donuts, the employees try it,
The
and then I
Dunkaroos.
yeah the Dunkaroos, which I have finally tried after sending Miss Lee on
The
a wild
cookie.
goose
Yeah, yeah,
chase for them. They are very good. But
Do you get food there at Dunkin'?
at Dunkin', yeah. But I was just gonna say people, but then I'll go back to Dunkin' and they'll be like, "That was incredible," and I was like, "I know they
They
should
tried
sell it."
the
Yeah,
Dunkaroos tried it.
yeah, and they'll be like, "That was incredible,"
Can
and I'm
we
like,
please
"I know."
make the Dunkin' baristas Dunkaroos? Like, can anyone who listens to this spread that as far and wide as you can?
All right.
That the employees for Dunkin' are called Dunkaroos.
Only if we're the donut holes. The Dunkaroos and the donut holes. Donut hole
Like the
treats.
customers of the donut holes.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I love a jelly donut. I love a jelly munchkin.
I That's like unpleasant surprise. If I
No,
think
it's
it's
so good.
no, if I think it's a glazed donut and I bite
It's
into it, it's like a
glazed.
jelly.
It's got the like powdered sugar on it,
No, but
but
some of
like the
the
grain.
Munchkins have the Munchkins sometimes have the glazed look. When you bite into it, it's like "Ugh."
Yeah, but they don't. They
I
have
don't
like
like
they
the
have the like
not
granulated
donuts,
sugar.
the Munchkins.
I also really like the blueberry cake donut. It's now called like blueberry muffin donut or just blueberry glazed donut, but it was originally called
Those
the
are good.
blueberry cake donut, and it was really really good. That's my Dunkin' order.
Nice.
My turn. What would the title of your memoir be? Well, I am writing a book, but I haven't touched it in like a year and a half.
Have we answered this?
Yeah, I think I have. Um, TMI is a working title. Um,
TMI.
uh,
T and then like am I?
TMI, like
Oh, the letters.
yeah,
I wasn't sure if you would do like
no, no. That's like
or like
a
T
working
E
title.
A A M I. That could be interesting if you could like
I've
make it
thought,
work for you.
yeah,
T E M I.
yeah, I've thought about that. I've thought about open and closed doors, which if you stack them on top of each other, it's the initials are OCD. Open and closed doors.
Oh, open, closed doors.
Yeah.
OCD. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was actually picturing doors. If you stack an open door and a closed door on top of each other, it spells OCD. I was like, how does that work?
No,
But,
I'm kidding. What's
yeah.
what's yours?
I've said this in the past, but I feel like it would just be like doing it my way.
Going for the name.
Yeah.
We've done that.
Yeah.
We've well done
I
is
feel
the
like
past
someone's
tense
done
of do.
Stay Weird,
Yes. Yeah.
but I
No, there
like
is
that
someone.
too.
Yeah, I've heard of. I don't know who that is, but someone did.
Yeah.
Oh, your turn. My bad.
Favorite Lana Del Rey song?
I know who submitted that. I don't have confirmation on it, but I know
Are
who
we
submitted it.
ousting these people? No, we didn't
No,
ask
we
for
don't
that.
have to.
Okay.
I love Santino
I
too much.
Stans are gonna hate me, but I don't know many versions. I know she did like "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" at one point.
At the beginning of
That's
the national anthem music video, so good.
yes, yes. I don't know. Sure. Um, Favorite Lana Del Rey song. I mean, again, since I don't know, I like the "Summertime Sadness." That's just the
It's a good song.
generic one. I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
okay. That's all right.
What's the remix? It's like Cedric something.
Cedric Gervais. Apparently, she doesn't like
Right.
that remix. There's
Really?
a Young and Beautiful one too, which was for The Great
Oh,
Gatsby.
I
I
do know
love
Young
that
and
song.
Beautiful.
My answer is that your answer?
Yeah.
My
So
answer, I really love National Anthem. He's gonna love this. That I'm gonna just list Lana Del Rey songs now. I love National Anthem. I
I know
really
you're the
like
pop
Cherry.
king, so
Well, I don't even consider her pop necessarily. She's like
indie
alternative pop. Yeah, I feel like she's too big to be indie now. But Cherry, I really like, which she doesn't love that song. But
makes sense. You like Cherry.
yeah, right. And I also don't like Cherry. If you know, you know. I hated that. I like. Oh, what's Lust for Life featuring The Weeknd is really really good. Um,
Never heard of it.
oh, it's really good. I like Chemtrails Over the Country Club. I like Diet Mountain Dew, Carmen, uh,
What's your
Old
favorite?
Money. Ooh, my favorite. I really
Because
like.
that was the question.
I list like all but one of them. No,
But I
okay.
also did like
I'll
favorite Baltimore place, and I
I really like Lust for Life. I think that's a really
okay.
really good song. But National Anthem is a close
I'll have to
second.
listen to it.
They're both really good. And this person took me to. I say this person as if I didn't just name drop them before. No, I did. I said you said are we gonna oust them, and I said no. I love Santino too much.
Oh.
I but he I don't think he'll have an issue with that at all. I we went to Lana Del Rey in January of I believe 2017, and she put on a great show. It was in DC. What is your Lady Gaga greatest hits set list? I've mentioned that I have one.
Do I have to make one?
No, no, you don't have to answer that.
What if I do One Republic?
Yeah, okay. But I have like an order that it goes in,
I
and
don't order.
I mean I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'm
This
kidding.
might have been a question that I submitted.
Was it? Well,
No, I don't think it was.
let me just be clear. I was joking about not knowing. Ready? Act one, marry the night, love game. What? What? Oh, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Hold on.
Act one.
Yeah, no, Act one, marry the night, born this way, love game, stupid love. Act two, GUI, just dance, poker face, perfect illusion. Act three, applause, telephone, paparazzi, do what you want, The Cure, million reasons, you and I, The Edge of Glory, Judas, Alejandro. Act 4, Shallow, Rain on Me. And then the encore would be Bad Romance. That's the first encore. The second encore is Hold My Hand.
What differentiates the acts?
Just how I think
Costume
it would
changes?
flow well. Yeah, costume change and just how I think it would flow. Now I better have gotten that right because I'm gonna be so. I was acting so cocky.
I can just name One Republic songs. That
Yeah,
like,
that you think are.
like
Yeah, do it.
like I like Wanted, I like Preacher. These are songs that they didn't do at their latest tour, which was like a little bit sad. Good Life, Counting Stars,
Good song.
Secrets, Everybody Loves Me. What's the Apologize has to be in there. 'Cause that's like their big one. Feel Again. Feel Again. They didn't do Feel Again. It's been a long time coming since I seen your face.
Oh yes, yes I do. The
feel again.
yes. I just have to. Yes, that's a good song, and I have heard it.
I Lived too.
Believer. Do they do? Or is that Imagine Dragons?
That's Imagine Dragons. I hate you so much right now.
Yeah,
That'd
mean,
be
I
like,
think you're-
oh, like you
you're
say I
right.
hate myself.
Oh,
That'd
like
be just
TikTok, like by Kesha for Lady Gaga.
yeah, like if you'd be like, oh, it's like
Yeah. I just have to
Like Lady
say
Gaga sings
the
TikTok.
I just have to defend myself and say the reason I said Love Game second is because I used to place it second. Just saying. I needed to defend myself
Oh,
because I
I didn't know you made a mistake.
well, no, because I said well, I didn't. The first time I was like, "No, no, no, I got it wrong." Like, I just had to
Okay,
defend my expertise.
mine also too was not in any order. It was just those are good songs that I like from them.
I love that.
What is your favorite episode that you've recorded? You have to pick one. Someone knows we're indecisive. My
That'd be
favorite
me.
episode that we've recorded is I literally thought of two already.
You
I
can't
like
do
the
that.
episode favorite.
Yeah. That means the one you like the most.
Shut up. All these different ones are coming to my head. I like
There's 50.
just because it was like new idea and like the first time we did something like this, I was like really excited for was Zach's episode, Zach Bryce.
That was
The
that was
first
a
the
fun one.
first point of view passport edition was my like favorite one because like Dan did the editing, it was all new, and the intro was new, and having someone from a different country was new, and we played that game at the end, and we sucked at it, and I
He
thought that was
killed
really
us.
fun. Yeah,
Zach,
that
we
was a
miss
really
you.
fun episode.
We miss you and we miss your
Weekly reviews.
weekly reviews. Yeah, bring those back. I liked that one too because not only we recorded it at night, but not only that, but we just had so much fun with him.
Yeah,
Like he was a really fun
it was
episode.
night, like
Yes.
midnight, because just we had to navigate
Yeah.
the European time zone, eastern coast of Massachusetts, of America, and Australia.
Yeah. Definitely one of my favorite episodes that we've
What
recorded.
is your
Most fun. I can't just pick. I can't pick just
You
one.
have to.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
They
kidding. I was
chose.
just
You have
no.
to.
I know. I was just.
That's
Well,
like the one
first of
you
all,
like the
this was the
most.
question that I wrote, so
You wrote
there's
that
that.
one?
Yeah. And also I was just trying to
They
you know
know how
give
indecisive
you a
we
hard
are.
time because good night, King. Um, let's just go through all 50 for a second. No.
More
So
popping into my head.
these are my like this is what I'm narrowing it between. I really liked the episode 31, which was the Lady Gaga 30, excuse me, episode 30, the Lady Gaga
That
Academy
was the
episode.
first
That
Academy,
was the first Academy episode,
which
which is
we called
interesting.
them Teach Me's before
We
we
call
had a title. So I
yes,
almost said Teach Me's.
yeah, no, and we've slipped in the episodes at least once and called them teach me's. I'm deciding between that one. I really really liked Zach's episode. I really really liked recording that one. I liked recording the one with Elizabeth and Rachel. That was a huge one. Um, the mother's one was fun, but I just you know what I didn't like about that one?
Your mom was on it.
I couldn't
I
feel
just
my
want to
ass.
put you in the doghouse.
I couldn't feel my ass.
Why? Because you're sitting on the floor.
Yeah, remember?
I thought you did that with your sister.
I do that for a lot of them, but that was I know that was a long episode.
Oh, you both were sitting on the floor for
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Zach's episode as well. That was the most fun one to record, for sure.
Imitation is the serious form of flattery.
And that's why I gave him my answer first. No, I'm kidding.
No, you didn't.
In rehearsal, we didn't rehearse
No,
these.
we didn't rehearse these.
All right.
Go ahead. I feel like your stack is much. Oh, because
No,
you're keeping.
yeah, I'm keeping them, but there's
Okay.
17. All right.
In both.
Yep.
Piles.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why I made an.
I trust
question.
you, King.
Okay. What is the fruit you resonate with the least? Okay. I would probably have to say a pineapple. No, I'm kidding. I would have to say, what's one I just really don't like? Like, what's a pineapple I really don't like? I don't like blueberries, but I like the flavor.
Has anyone been a blueberry? I don't think
so.
we've had a blueberry.
I don't think we've had a blueberry. I like strawberries. We've had grapes now, haven't we?
Yeah, my mom's a grape.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to be one that.
No, I know. Yeah. Oh, tomato. I don't like tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes.
You like tomato sauce?
Yes, if it's on like meat, like chicken parm. I love
What
that.
about pizza?
I don't like pizza because there's usually no meat. It's just bread and cheese,
You don't
and
like
I
pizza?
didn't grow up with it because I couldn't have cheese in the early
Uh,
beginning. So you know what I mean. So like, but I grew up with chicken, so chicken parm was just like
right.
once I was able to have that.
Grew
Um,
up with chicken.
yeah, no, I did chicken nuggets, but I yeah, tomatoes just because they're not even really a fruit. They are a fruit. They're very much a fruit, but you know, people always forget. And yeah, that and just I love ketchup. I will say I love ketchup, but there's always the someone's like, "Oh, but you haven't tried tomatoes this way." It's like, "You're right, I haven't, and I wouldn't like it." Which one do you resonate with the least? I don't even like cherries.
Obviously a skinned one because I'm allergic to them.
Yeah,
But which skin ones? I missed. Fun fact: this past weekend, I like really was craving a peach, even though I'm allergic, and so
I'm allergic to peaches too.
I had a peach, and my eye got itchy, and that's it.
I got my peaches down in anaphylaxia. Is that a
Yeah,
real?
no,
Is
that's
that a
not me.
word?
That's oral allergy syndrome. Is what
Is that a
happened.
word though?
Yeah,
Anaphylaxia, or did I just make that up?
anaphylaxis. It's
Get
probably
my peaches
anaphylaxis.
down in anaphylaxis. I don't think I that actually happened. No, my throat did close when I had it.
Oh,
It was a while ago.
you're like you have like an anaphylactic reaction.
I think I did. Yeah, when I was like really young.
Uh,
It was with my aunt.
I'm gonna say pears because I pears to me last time I had one before I was allergic just taste like they're just misshapen apples.
They're imposter apples.
I feel like they taste like they're not distinct enough to I mean the shape, but they're not distinct enough that in taste to be like okay. I mean, and I don't have a fat ass, so you know the shape of it, the pear shape, I definitely can't resonate with that. And I'm allergic to it.
Well, you like
And
pineapples, right?
yeah,
Did you know I don't like cherries?
no,
Doesn't it
you just
explain so
resonate with the
much?
cherry,
Well, yeah, because I love cherry as a flavor and just the whole like looking for the other half thing
but you
and
don't like
the
eating
pit.
cherries.
I don't
I
like
thought you
eating
liked
cherries.
the maraschino
I don't even
ones.
like eating those. I suck on them. I literally take them out of the garnish thing, suck on them, and then put them back. No, I don't usually put them back. I throw them in the trash. And the bartenders at the old restaurant who I'm friends with would be like, "Why are you taking my fruit?" I'd be like, "Because I resonate with
Because
them."
you resonate with your cherries.
Yeah.
All right. It's now time kings roast each other. Go.
Did you write that?
I did, but now I regret it. Now I regret it.
He was angry at me that day.
Now I regret it.
What's wrong with you? This guy.
I think it's funny. I don't know how. I can't do it now though.
I'm right here. Did you not know we were going to be recording in person?
I I don't know.
I'm right
Maybe I
here.
know. I forgot I wrote this one. I don't know. Maybe I wrote this one. I think I did.
The disrespect. I'm kidding.
I'm surprised you're on time today. And I'm glad that you're
I was
here
not on
because I
time
brought
today.
all the equipment, and so you
I
didn't
was
have to
not
have
on
your
time today.
headphones and your computer and your. Because some of this, I need to go get my computer.
I can't
It's
even.
not- Oh wait, now I need to go get my headphones.
I can't.
Oh wait, now I need to plug in my laptop. Oh wait, now I gotta plug in my microphone. So, I don't-
I can't
hopefully you
even.
listen to the draft of this one too.
Yeah. I hold on. I need to defend myself now.
That's not how
Because you
roasting
didn't
goes.
listen to the last two drafts.
You can't defend yourself.
I listened to
I
the last
listened
two
to the
drafts.
last two.
No, it was the. There were two that I. So I did not listen to
All
the
of the
last two.
business ones I listened to.
Okay, all right. So it was the two before. Because then when I was like, I can listen to it tonight. You're like, no, I got it. We'll just go with mine. And I thought that was because I had listened to the two.
Well, I'm just roasting you now. You know, I
Okay.
don't, like, that's just how it goes. I just thought of things. I'm just like, I'm gonna
So
do
this
that.
fucker. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's ugly. No, he's not ugly. We know this. He's my hot friend apparently.
You left your underwear at my house.
I did. This is
It's
where the
not a
episode
roast.
ends.
It's just a fact.
This is where the episode ends. And I was gonna say when I left that when you said I have your underwear, I was like, I don't know whether that's that type of friend. Um,
Is that your roast?
no. I can't roast people. I
You
just
have to.
I know.
Look, do what I just did. Just like
Justin
pick
gets
out my
very
flaws and be.
short. Justin gets very short when he's aggravated with someone, and you can tell through text, even though it's hard to tell through text.
You have to tell me that. You can't.
You
You
get
have
short when you're frustrated with me. I can tell.
I know I do.
I can
I get
tell.
passive aggressive.
Yes, he does.
Mhm.
And I can sense it whether he knows it or not.
Oh.
But I will say I've been told, we've said this a million times, I've been told I sound mean on um not mean. I sound angry on over text, and I think it's just because I'm not putting a million emojis like or doing cartwheels through the phone. I think that's why
I don't think so. I think it's because you just
I'm an ass.
send two words,
Yeah,
and
but like okay,
it's like yeah, like okay,
it's usually just because I'm
but
like
it's like
at
I don't
work
know.
or something. I don't know. All right, we got that out of our
You
system.
didn't really roast me, but I
Yes, I did.
appreciate it.
Yes, I did.
You
You
just
didn't really roast me.
you didn't. I mean, I just did
I
by saying you
wasn't.
didn't really
I
roast
wasn't
me.
on time today. That's the funniest part about this. Maybe on time to the
Well,
episode.
that's what you call being facetious. Is I was roasting you because it's like, you know, you
I
weren't
took.
late
If you must
today.
know,
Oh,
if
you
you
weren't.
must know, I left on
I
time and
just
took the wrong
you don't
exit.
have to be defensive. It's just go ahead, be angry at me the
I'm
rest of
kidding.
the
I'm
episode.
kidding. I don't. I don't. I don't actually care.
I think I won the roast
There
battle.
will be an
I
episode
think I won the
51.
roast battle.
What's one life lesson or idea you'll always be pursuing, but will never master? This was a real question. I don't know who submitted it. Is this you?
No,
Sounds like a you question. It's deep.
no, it's not me. I
Okay,
didn't.
then
I'll write this one.
I don't know who it was. Okay, so I think I have to answer first, right? Because I have the things. I'll get this one of these times. I will say leaning into uncertainty. And I think by definition
Uh-huh.
of uncertainty, nobody's ever a master of that.
Okay, I like that. I think I have two, but they're related. But the first one is um, if change is good, then like don't be upset because I'm just bad with change.
Ooh. Yeah, you've
Because like
mentioned
change is good, it's how we evolve and all that stuff. But I'm just not good with change. And then with that, it's find finding a balance in your life. And I feel like I might be close, but I feel like that's so dynamic. Our lives are so dynamic that I feel like I'll always be chasing balance.
mm,
Because I feel like one area of
that's
my life is
yeah,
going to overpower another, and I'm,
yeah,
you know, like the if you can picture a pie chart, I feel like all the lines are just going to keep
moving.
moving around.
That's good. I think I mean honestly I think that's a good thing. It might be a stressful thing, but it's probably a good
Okay.
thing. All right, your turn.
If we were a vegetable, what would you be? If you were a vegetable, what would you be? Broccolini.
Onion.
Cool.
This is
They
another
didn't ask why.
yeah. Introvert or extrovert?
Us or what we're attracted to?
I think just us. It didn't say what we're attracted to.
Why did my brain go there?
Because some of those questions went there.
Extrovert. I'm an extrovert.
I'm an introvert. Can we define what that means? Because people don't know, and people always like to tell me that I'm an
Sure.
extrovert.
My definition of introvert extrovert
And the
is
correct one.
I don't know if it's correct.
It's the correct one.
Is I get energy and life and happiness and um I think energy is the key word though.
Yes.
When I am interacting with other people in social settings, um, with my friends, it doesn't even have to be in a social setting. Like if I'm texting with one of my friends, like that could be it. Like I just really love being social with people, having conversations, hanging out, getting that quality time. While introverted,
Right. So the reason people say I'm extroverted is because I love all of those things. But I recharge by being alone. I need to be alone at some
right,
point
and I recharge
by being
with
with
people.
people.
Yeah.
So that's yeah. So if you tell us otherwise, you're lying or you're wrong or both.
Right.
Your turn. I just gave
Oh. Who has the dirtiest mind?
me.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I've surprised you with
You
stuff like
have.
that.
You have, but keyword I don't think I've surprised you.
True.
So there you go.
But that just might mean that I also have a dirty mind. I just don't say things.
I don't like having a dirty mind.
I mean, I feel like
Sometimes it just
you know the that's what she said moments.
yeah.
I always will say that in my head, like oh, that's what she said. Or I'll like chuckle a little bit, but I don't won't like be like I won't say it out loud. I just know it. But you have sent me like, oh, what bunk is so and so,
Yeah.
and I'm like, huh, never thought about that. But
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that. I just had a good that's what she said the other day, but it was against myself. I was at work. Um
did you
and I was like
pause?
the hardest part is getting it on. And I was talking about like I don't even remember what it was. I don't even think I was at work. I told my manager who makes that's what she said jokes because we're 5 years old.
Yeah.
And I think I was trying to like get like this wasn't it, but I'll give it for example, like the hand sanitizer thing back on the wall. And I was like, the hardest part is getting it on. And then I was like, that's what she said.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll say you. I'm happy with that answer.
Okay.
What's your
It's
answer?
me.
Me?
Yeah.
Or you? Okay.
Yeah. Do you love your mom? Now I know who answered this question or asked this question. My mom, because as you know, on the episode that we had her on, she'll do this thing. She'll be like, "Do you love your mom? Yes. Do you love your dad? Yes. Do you love your sister?" And then I'll usually give like a sarcastic sometimes, just because
Sometimes.
that
Only on Tuesdays?
yeah. But the answer is yes. And then do you love your dogs? Yes. And then but it's
Is
gotten
that
to the
two?
point that it's like no,
Oh, the
it's
card
just
just
do you
says
love your mom? So that is my mom that submitted that. Um,
my
but
answer is
but yes, I do. That is
do
my
on
genuine
Tuesdays.
answer.
No. Yes. No,
Shout
the
out,
answer is yes.
shout out, Mrs. Do. She's in there.
I don't know if they heard that because you weren't close enough, but
She's in there.
the other room. I don't think she is. I think she might be. I don't know. Anyway,
She's up there.
she's up. Not
Which is she's
not
alive.
heaven. Not heaven.
She's alive.
She's alive. She's up there.
All right.
I saw the last word in this question. I was like, you said that you had the dirtiest one, but it's fine. Have you ever held hands with a platonic friend of the same sex?
Another question that was not submitted by the app. Someone submitted that.
I would be
Was it you?
surprised if it was no. I'd be surprised if it was the app.
It's just such an oddly specific question.
I have held hands with some. What was the phrasing?
Platonic
I have
friend.
held hands with a platonic friend of the same sex.
I have too, both unironically and ironically.
My brother, when we were 3, crossing the street.
Well, yeah,
Oh, that's not platonic friend. I feel like we've held hands.
we have.
I think I've awkwardly grabbed Dan's hand before.
That's hysterical.
I think we were walking, and Dan like.
Yeah, he
switches
does.
eyes.
He
He's gonna hate me.
Yeah.
But he swings his
No,
eyes.
he
I think
does.
I just went. I caught it.
That's funny.
Yeah, I have. Platonic. Go ahead.
All right.
You done? Oh, he's done.
No, I was gonna say, socks on before or after pants. Always
After.
before. Always. What are you doing with your life? You put your pants on first? I hate
Yes.
that feeling of my feet going through my pants.
Why would you?
Underwear, socks,
No.
shirt, pants. Pants are the last thing to go on, and then
No.
I guess sneakers.
Underwear, pants, socks.
Underwear, pants,
Pants.
socks, and then shirt.
Well, shirt might be like all of the bottom stuff go on together. The top stuff or the socks might even be the last.
Tell
one.
us who's weird, because I think it's.
I might put my like underwear, pants. I could put my shirt on and then socks last. Like I don't know. Like
Oh, I hate that.
there's no real order to how I get dressed.
There's an order to how I get dressed.
I think usually I'll put my like bottoms on before my tops, but I won't like. I'll put my pants on before my shirts, but
I always put my
socks are
tops
just
before
random.
my bottoms.
Your tops before your bottom. You put your shirt on before your pants?
No, I was just making a
Oh,
joke.
make a joke. Okay. I'm just trying
No,
to-
no, I do put my shirt on before my pants.
Always?
Well, usually. I mean, if I'm not thinking about it, then yeah. All right, your turn.
What is the most embarrassing thing that happened to you in college? I mean, I walked in on my roommate. I was never walked in on, but
I love that
that's
for you. I love that you were never walked in on, not that you walked in on your roommate.
not.
It's a hard question.
Yeah.
And it was submitted by a listener, as most of, like, the
What
vast,
is the
like,
most embarrassing thing that happened to you in college? I don't know. I mean, like freshman year, I was accused of cheating by a professor.
I
was
hate that.
wrong.
That's happened to me before, and they were also wrong. It was in high school. Like,
Wow.
on my life. This is my right hand, right? Yeah, this, on my life.
But that wasn't. I guess that was embarrassing in the sense that it like challenged my character. But
Yeah, but also people see that.
what?
Embarrassing. If you get called out for it and you didn't even do it, but people are like, oh, they probably did it because they got called out.
Well, she wrote like "see me," and then in her office she was like, "You cheated." And I was like, "No, I didn't." She was like, "Yeah, you did. I can tell."
You know what we have to say to that?
But but
This man is not a
he
cheater.
flipped the bird. Um, but what is I don't know that I don't know if that really qualifies. Most embarrassing thing, I don't really know. I don't
I have one.
for me or for you.
No, no, for me.
Well, go ahead.
My friend, this was really, it, not only was it embarrassing, but I was so ashamed. I felt so ashamed. My friend and I got caught in ethics class, of all things, texting each other on our laptop
Mm,
by our teacher, who I really, really, really like and admire a lot. And I've had them more than once. And I just felt like I just disappointed the person. And thank God she didn't see what was on the screen because we were like making a joke and it was
about that person,
not
about
about
the
the
professor.
teacher, not
Oh,
about the
just like
teacher,
a dirty joke.
but no, it wasn't a dirty joke. It was about someone in the room, and I'm not proud of it. And
Got it.
I would never do that now, as we know. But yeah, that was very
Looked at God as he was.
embarrassing. Well, no, because like I truly would never do that now, and I'm so disgusted at the fact that that happened. You know,
Sure. Yeah. All right.
but also just
I feel
embarrassing
like
in the
those
way that
weren't.
like I felt like I just
Yeah.
you know.
I feel like those weren't very good. Like, I mean,
I mean, I didn't do like we weren't
embarrassing.
like massive part. Like I don't even drink, so I don't have like a oh I got like wasted and danced on the bar like that never happened.
Right. Oh well. Yeah. Go ahead.
My turn.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite part of doing the podcast?
I think. Oh no, you have to answer.
Oh, I love to talk, and I think you do too. And
Yes.
like it gives us a platform to do that and just have fun. But also the way it has kept us in touch because there are friends that I have very close friends that I don't talk to a lot just because of distance. And it even happened with you after college. We didn't talk a lot, and it shows when we were just scrolling through there. There was a big gap
Yeah.
before we started the podcast. And we were always like in touch, but it was like
Sporadic.
like
Yeah.
once every like honestly there were times I feel like we went a month without saying anything.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything intentional. It was just in the same way that like I've gotten this way with a lot of friends that I miss dearly. It's just like when you have a routine, and it's the reason we were in touch so frequently in college is because we saw each other every day, or we had something to do with each other every day. I have that with you and Dan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
The
is a
way it
huge
keeps
plus.
me in touch with you and Dan, for sure. I mean,
We talk every day. And not
right.
just about the podcast, but having that routine for me keeps me in touch enough that like we talk about things that aren't the podcast
Right.
and hang out.
Right. Yeah. So definitely that. I also want to add, like, I think the variety of different things that we've talked about has been really cool. Like some of
Yeah.
them more serious than others, some of them less serious than others. And I think that's been a lot of fun is just having a conversation with you and just being able to kind of think about how I feel about certain things and putting it out there. Um,
We have
yeah.
we have yet to do our racial justice episode, and I do just want to give an update on that because we've talked about it before. I reached out to the person who said they were interested in being a guest for that episode, but I had to do it from my backup Instagram account that I made to avoid spoilers. So I think it went right to, it did. I know because they still haven't seen it. It went right to their like what's the
Do you really want to accept this message?
yeah, yeah,
Type of
yeah,
thing?
stuff
Like,
like that.
yeah,
Stuff like that. So once I and yeah, so once I get my real Instagram account back
we shall see.
and don't look like a, you know, someone creepy just messaging.
Nick Survivor game.
Yeah, that's literally the account because I still wanted to be on Instagram because I'm playing that Survivor game
Right.
in the group chat. So, but I couldn't use my real account because my For You page would have done me dirty. Still haven't seen any spoilers for the show.
My turn.
Your
Right.
turn.
Who is your favorite Jonas brother?
Mm,
Kevin.
a respectable choice. Joe has the best voice, but Nick.
No further
That was
questions.
easy.
Yeah.
This one was also sent in by a listener, and I keep saying that as if most of them weren't. Like I said, they 99% of them were, but it just this is such a random one. What's your favorite Muppet? Is Sesame Street considered Muppet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elmo.
Cookie Monster.
Oh.
I was gonna say you do it.
That was not
Throw
good though.
throwback to episode
Elmo?
11. That was disturbing. That was good, but disturbing. Yeah, I'd say Cookie Monster because he's blue. He's a blue Elmo, really.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
It's a completely different type of puppet. you have to use your hand for him, but for Elmo, everything is like controlled with the.
But they look the same.
No, they don't. He's like an upside down triangle.
Who?
Cookie Monster. He's got like attachments for his arms.
Yeah, but I just mean like the shape itself. They're just like monsters.
I mean, yeah,
Isn't
they
he
are
like the
both
original
monsters.
Tickle Monster?
I think that's just the toy. I don't know if he's an actually tickle. I don't know.
Um,
This person asks, "When can I be on the podcast?"
if I knew who you were,
Reach out.
yeah.
Be on it. Like seriously, if you're interested in being on the show and you come to us and be like serious conversation, I want to be on. Let's do this
With a topic.
with like a topic too. Like that's even better. Then we will put you on. That's usually unless like we might seem like we have a plan, but we oftentimes don't have like
With guests, we usually have like, although we don't really right now.
two
With
to
guests, we
three
have like
weeks in advance.
yeah,
But yeah, if you want to be on the show, reach out.
2 to 3 guest episodes in advance, not necessarily weeks.
Yeah, just reach out in general. We'll get you on. Seriously.
And yeah, I think I might know.
We're
who
not that prestigious.
sent that, but I don't know.
Anyone can be on, really.
What do the animals do? They cross girl. If we could put on the screen right now, I'm pointing.
What do the animals do?
So it's the meme
Is it
of
Animals
the
Crossing?
well, yes, but it's the meme, the Go Piss Girl, the Gossip Girl meme. It's the Gossip Girl like poster of the girl, but it says like me when I have to pee, and someone rearranged the letter so it says Go Piss Girl. So there are a bunch of different ones. Like there's one that's like
I've never
I'm
seen it.
thirsty,
It's a
and
moth.
someone will write like Go Sip Girl, or like I don't even know. There
Yeah,
are a
no,
million.
I
We'll
get, no,
put
I
them
get
on
it,
the
yeah, yeah.
screen. So
It's a
there are
moth.
2 I hate moths. So what is it with me and this show and bugs? That one wasn't that bad.
Flew right into your face.
I
Wait, so what did the
they
animals
cross
do?
girls.
Okay,
Oh, okay,
that's
so
you.
okay, so I found one that said they cross.
I
girl.
have to answer that, right?
Well, hold on. Well, yeah, you can, but hold on.
You cross the road.
Well,
Okay.
I send to Claire all the time, and she like they're not even funny, but I laugh so hard, and so I'll be like, "Who's it gonna rain on?" And she'll be like, "You girl," like just like
Got
she'll
it.
just write. So like, what do the animals do?
They cross.
They cross
All
girl.
right, they cross.
All right.
Can Justin and Nick please create a Lady Gaga music video? The fans need to see this.
I didn't submit that.
I'm down.
I think that would be incredibly disturbing.
You have to let's do it. You have to figure out which
With-
one we would want to create, but
Those would all be hard.
you and I
A lot of
not
them
be
expensive.
hard because I mean the mermaid one, yeah, but like part of that or not. Mermaid,
That one's
whatever.
one of the easier ones.
Just because it's like there's
We would have to go to a
different
barn.
characters.
We'd have to go to a barn.
There's literally a barn up the street from me.
I was thinking like telephone or rain on me, but we're not actually
We're
doing
gonna
this.
why?
This seems like a lot of work.
It is a lot of.
I do have the rain on me outfit though for my cosplay of
Okay,
for
I don't. But
that means you know what that means, right?
you have a unitard.
No, I don't have a unitard. It's something that I'm comfortable wearing in public, and that is like what you would see me wear. It's just like, anyways, but that means you're Ariana, and you're wearing pink, so it's perfect. Oh wait, she wears purple in the episode. In the episode.
What is it? What is it you wear? What? You said you have something that you would wear in public?
Oh no, my outfit for the concert is not like I would never wear a unitard.
Oh
Like it's it's a version. It's like my version of what. Lady
no,
Gaga
but that could be fun. I don't. Let's put a pin in it. I think that could be fun. I mean, you would have to like come up with all the ideas and stuff, and it'd be a lot of work for you. But for me to just like,
911. Oh my god, 911.
I haven't seen it. But
Cinematic
try.
masterpiece. I'm
That
not even
would be
kidding.
hard.
It has a plot twist and everything. It's
That would
so
be
good.
hard to do.
Have you really not seen it?
No.
Okay. Can we get a count on each fruit you've had on the show? Let's do it. I can lead us with the episodes if you want. You gotta you keep count. I'm gonna say okay. Our first episode was our first guest episode. Our sisters. So that was watermelon, and what was your sister? Was an orange.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1 watermelon, 1 orange. Then we had Ryan, who was a kiwi, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one. We're not gonna do that
kiwi.
again. 1 kiwi. Then we had Angela, who was a apple. I know that she was an apple.
Yep. An apple.
Yep. And then we had episode 9. We had Mary, who was a
Lime.
lime. She was a lime, yes.
Yep.
Then we had episode 13. We had Nick was a banana.
Mhm.
14 was Rachel and Elizabeth. They were
Strawberry,
strawberry and
pineapple,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I think so.
Because
Was she a strawberry?
Elizabeth was strawberry, and I think Rachel was
Was a
pineapple.
pineapple. She was because we talked about SpongeBob,
And you and I are also
cherry and pineapple. So that's
cherry
two
and pineapple.
pineapples.
You were coconut and also an avocado.
Okay, yeah, but we're not counting those because that's too hard. Um, Marion was an apple
Yep,
on a
that's
tree.
two apples.
2 apples. 20. Erica was a kiwi because she kind of resonates with a kiwi. That was the name of
That's
the episode.
two kiwis.
2 kiwis. Um, 21, 22, and 23 we did not have
I
guests.
guess.
24 we didn't have one. Zach was a he gave an interest. Was he a tomato? He gave an interesting one.
Don't remember what he was.
Shoot, we just said he was our favorite episode. Yikes.
It was one that might have commonly been a vegetable, right?
I feel like he might have been
Commonly
a
thought
tomato
vegetable.
because we've had a tomato before.
Coconut.
No, he wasn't a coconut, but we're getting there. Um, and then okay, so we're gonna put a pin
Okay.
in that one. 25, 26, 27, 20.
Zach wasn't a mango, was he? No.
Was he a mango? He might have been.
I'm
A mango.
this is bad, but I'm trying to think of like what he said with his accent.
Yeah, I know. Me, no, I tried to do that too, and I failed miserably.
Okay, well, it's okay.
Yeah, this is hard.
Who's our next guest?
So that he was episode 25, 26, we didn't have one, 27, we didn't have one, 28, we didn't have one, 29 was Lent, 30 was Lady Gaga, 31 was
Lauren.
nope, it was Claire and Bridget.
Mm-hmm.
Claire was a peach and Bridget was a tomato. Was Bridget a tomato?
Yes.
Bridget was a tomato. Okay. 32 was Lauren. Lauren was a I don't remember what Lauren was either. This is bad. We started forgetting after the 2021 episodes what each person was.
Because
Lauren
23, I like was able to. I went.
was Lauren a
I did a
blueberry?
tally.
No. Awkward. Okay. Well, sorry to all of the people that we're forgetting.
I know.
33 uh
Wait,
we didn't have
didn't we title?
Watermelon
No,
3.
she was a
Watermelon. She was a watermelon. Yes,
watermelon.
thank you. Good one. Good. Sorry, Lauren. You were a watermelon. And we love you for it. 33 we didn't have one. 34
Frank?
was Frank.
Was it Frank? We're not about Frank.
So, well, Frank was a
What was
coconut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Frank
he
was
was
a
a
coconut.
35. Oh, yikes. This is bad. I'm even starting to forget. I'm like trying to remember the posters. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. No, I'm kidding. Should we bring up the list?
Who were the other guests that we had?
Well, I know the other guests, but Kristen's bringing up the list. So yeah, why can't I cry? Say gay. Would you rather? The moms. So my mom.
My mom was a grape.
Your mom was a grape. My mom, I thought she said watermelon too.
Yeah, because
She
we
did.
said
Because we're like
Jordan.
father or like mother like daughter.
father. Like,
Yeah. So my mom was a watermelon.
that's
Oh, I got that
over
one.
watermelon.
I got that one. Yeah, a lot of watermelons. Then we had Frank.
Yep.
Who was the coconut. Then
Mairead.
we had Mairead, who was
Passion fruit.
passion fruit. Yes, she was passion fruit, which is very fitting. That sounded negative. That was meant as a huge compliment. Social media, Academy conspiracy theories, approximately one snooze. Petty Ageti, to hire or to not hire. Or
then,
to hire or not to hire.
And then Courtney.
From the desk of point of view. And then Courtney, total compensation. Courtney was a
pineapple. Because wear a crown on her head.
Yes. She was very confident in the best way.
So we
I really enjoyed her conversation. We've had something like that. You guys, okay, we listed them for you. You can do the count. Do you have a question?
How tall are you? I am 6 feet.
I am 5'8".
If you could have any person,
That's a good one.
dead or alive, on the podcast, who would it be? Good question to end on. Have we answered this on the podcast before?
No, but I found the question that I missed.
I think someone's asked me this
I
before.
found two that I missed.
I would say...
Wait, hold on. Before you say that. Oh, you already asked the question because I was going to say I should go and then you go and then I go.
Already asked the question. Did you hear the question?
Yep.
Okay. I would say... Dead or alive? So many ways you could go with this. Like, do a sports figure. It could be like a historical figure. Like who changed the world?
Me.
You know, like the entire world. I'm really having trouble. Do you have someone in mind?
Yep, Jesus. Okay. You know what I'd ask him? If you were a fruit, what would you be?
That's what we ask everyone. I wonder what he would say.
Probably not an apple because that wasn't in the Garden of Eden. Not that Jesus was.
Oh, my
God
phone
was in
died.
the Garden of Eden. Yeah. I can't say that. Yikes! Yikes! Someone asked.
Wait, I didn't even say it.
My bad.
No.
He said Lady Gaga.
No, I did.
A relative that's passed away?
My grandmother. That'd be a good answer. I don't know. I feel like someone who has a podcast that, or like a talk show, maybe like Ellen, because like give us tips like what we could do better.
Here she is now, Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe episode 51. That leads into, do you have any podcasting inspirations?
Yes. In terms of the ones that I listen to that I try and like take ideas from in terms of formatting, the 538 Politics podcast and Smartless podcast.
I kind of hate podcasters. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We are them. I really like Kimberly Quinlan's Anxiety Toolkit podcast because of the way she makes people feel. Just very embraced and welcomed and heard, and calm. So I want to make people feel that way. I hope we make people feel that way, and also a little chaotic because we do that. And then the last one, which someone actually submitted and asked, perfect one to end on. Where do babies come from?
The sky.
The sky. I don't know. To be honest,
we can talk later.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll never make one that way.
Anyway, this has been our 50th episode. Thank you for all of those who submitted questions. This has been very fun. I think this is going to be a long episode, but
yes, it is.
It's because of you.
And with that,
thank you for supporting us through 50 episodes.
Sure.
And
we hope you.
Yeah. And with that, we're going on hiatus. No. We hope you support us through 50 more. And if you have any ideas or want to be on the show, as we said earlier, like definitely reach out. We'd love to have you. We're so grateful for all of your support. My name is Justin Dew.
And I'm Nick Gervasi.
And you can reach us at our email, pointofviewpodcast@gmail.com, or by sending us a voice message. And please do it on our website, anchor.fm/pointofview. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Point of View Podcast and Twitter at Point of View. Don't worry, Nick will be back at the end of this week. If you enjoy our show, give us a rating or review in the Apple Podcast Store or whatever store you listen to the podcast. Or share us with a friend or family member. We really appreciate it. We're truly grateful for you. As always, we hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you for listening.
Thank you to Dan.
Thank you to Dan.
Huge shout out to Dan for making this podcast what it is, really. And until next time.
could make it through. That's how we're gonna decide, never looking back.